ByteDance is not owned or controlled by the Chinese government. It's a private company.
Mr. Chu, has ByteDance spied on Americans at the direction of the Chinese Communist Party?
No.
Has ByteDance spied on American citizens?
I don't think that spying is the right way to describe it.
Right.
We're committed to be very transparent with our users about what we collect. I don't believe what we collect is more than most players in the industry.
My problem here is you're trying to give the impression that you're going to move away from Beijing and the Communist Party. You're trying to give the impression that you're a good actor. But the commitments that we would seek to achieve those goals are not being made today.
I have seen no evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided.
But you know what? I find that actually preposterous.
You couldn't take action after 41 days when a clear threat, a very violent threat to the chairwoman of this committee and the members of this committee was posted on your platform. You damn well know that you cannot protect the data and security of this committee or the 150 million users of your app.
The algorithm drives a great user experience for many, many users. Yes, there are some bad actors who come in and post violative content. It's our job to remove them. But the overwhelming experience is a very positive one.
You have not given straightforward answers. We don't find you credible on these things.
Woo! Yeah, this is your favorite partner, Jen. Back in, I know we were talking about aliens, but we've got bigger fish to fry. And I tell you right now, the peas in the pie. So, definitely let you know, we're going to talk a little about tickety time. So, fuck them aliens, we're going to talk about something to fuck else. Get on ready here for the most coolest of the cool, that cool show.
You are now getting tuned into the coolest of the cool, the Cool Show. We rock it from here all the way out to the cosmos. And yes, even out into the observable universe. Yes, you're listening here live on the Coolest of the Cool, the Cooley Cool Show. Yes, you're listening here live on this Thursday night. Oh yeah, we rock it from coast to coast, north to south, and yes, maybe even in Antarctica. And if you're listening to it down in Antarctica, let us know if TikTok is running wild down in the dirty south. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to like and follow us and subscribe to us on our other social media platforms. You can follow my YouTube channel, and if there is ever going to be a TikTok ever again, probably. Both labeled the Cooley Cool Show. You can also follow me on my Twitter account at Cooley Cool 2412. You can also follow me on Instagram page at Brent_the_champ. And if you miss any episodes here, you want to listen to my other previous episodes, definitely you can find them on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Spreaker.com. We have a fun topic of discussion to talk about tonight. Just getting a couple things set up here. We're going to be starting in just a few moments. Bow, 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 bow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Now, you are tuned in to the coolest talk radio around, the Cooley Cool Show. We rock it from here to the cosmos and even all the way out to the observable universe. Now, without further ado, the man that exhilarates nothing but absolute coolness, your host, none other than Brent.
All right, I know everybody here was looking and hoping for your homeboy Brent to be here, to your host here on the coolest of the cool. Yeah, but let me just tell you something right now. You see, I'm gonna take over for a little bit until Brent comes and sit down, and don't worry, I'm gonna leave him alone. So we're gonna listen here. I'm your partner, Jed. Yeah! So guess what? We're going to talk a little bit about something a little bit different. Matter of fact, I know the top of the discussion. I know he want to talk about the U.S. and ticket attack. And the discussion that they had with Congress and Capitol Hill today. But let me tell you something. All right. We're not going to talk about. We're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about what I had listened to on his previous podcast about the alien mothership. Yeah, to the mothership. To the mothership. Yeah, so I just want to know, we was all talking about them goddamn aliens and UFOs, UAB, UFC, whatever it's called. So I just want to know one little thing, why we stopped talking about it all of a sudden. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we should talk about last week about an alien mothership out there just traveling in our solar system, right? We were talking about that, and for some odd reason, we just all got off the topic of it because we just don't give a damn. Because guess what? U.S. and the ticket attack want to go at each other. But hell no, not my universe. So I want to do is, why the hell we ain't talking about them damn aliens? All talking about them people beat up Doug did. I'll tell you right now. I think it's conspiracy there that we don't want to talk about that right now. I'll tell you that right now, boy. So I just have a thing is why all of a sudden the governments don't even want to talk about it. You know why? Because guess what? It's a government conspiracy. They just want to keep us silent from knowing about what's really happening now these days. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, we're going to break through the walls on this, baby. We're going to break through the walls on this, baby. It's like my famous barbecue sauce. I got tons of barbecue sauce. I put I put a little bit of spice in it, little chili pepper, little cayenne pepper, maybe a little Sriracha. I think it was called Sriracha. One or the other. Well, wait, I'll hear something. Hold on, just 1 second. Hold on. Hey, what are you doing? You're not. This is my podcast. What are you doing? Sorry, I can't hear you. This is we gonna listen here. Don't mind with him in the background, okay? This is my podcast. Your buddy Jed bringing it to you live here on Jed's Coolest of Cool. So anyway, like I said, so we gonna talk about this damn alien motherships and things going around. Oh shit, he just got out. Oh shit. Be sure to tune in some more Jed and alien mothership. I gotta go. What the hell? Okay. I'm sorry one for Jed, freaking trying to do this podcast here on the Coolest of the Cool. I don't know what the hell that was about. But either way, thank you, each and every one of you, all two of my great listeners. Thank you for tuning in to the Coolest of the Cool. I don't know what the hell Jed's problem. I think he's upset a little bit that we're not talking extensively about alien mothership, from a week and a half ago, and now all of a sudden our topic of discussion is U.S. versus TikTok. Yes, so if you haven't noticed already in the news today, we've kind of touched on a little bit, or more like we haven't touched on. If you already heard, I guess the CEO or representative of TikTok went up to Capitol Hill today down in D.C., Washington, D.C., and they had a little conference there in reference to TikTok and their material content and everything else. And you had representatives from each one of the states that sat down and had a discussion as far as the content, the data, everything. As far as TikTok, if you don't know, TikTok's kind of exploded within the past couple of years, going back as far as, I guess, toward the end of 2019 and into 2020, where it kind of picked up a lot of pace because as far as the pandemic happened, many people got onto social media, and especially TikTok, and made little short videos to try to, comedies, express themselves, voice their opinions on certain things, and it got a huge motivation. Now, well, not huge, but a huge following, where it's millions and millions of people subscribe, millions of people are users on TikTok, and they're just getting their, voicing their opinion, whatever. Now, apparently, since TikTok has gained so much popularity over the past few years, many of our House of Representatives find that TikTok, since it's a outside company not affiliated with the U.S. Only, but through a commercial kind of market, it's a private company. They kind of feel that TikTok is promoting wrong things here, the wrong agendas, and its platform is reaching tons of millions of people. And since we obviously having a issue with the Chinese government, they find it some way and reason to want to, I guess, have a debate or talk about it. And apparently the U.S. senators and Congress and everybody there were grilling CEO representative, the TikTok CEO representative, pretty hard as far as, this and that, yada, yada, the content being on there and how people are doing it, and asking certain questions as far as, is the data being used properly, or is it this game to take Americans' data and use it for whatever type of reason, and just promoting bad stuff to where it has people doing certain things that they normally wouldn't do because of the popularity and fame and yada yada X, Y, and Z. Me personally, I'm just thinking, like, where are we at? I mean, they really, oh my goodness. I mean, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow my podcast, you would know that I talk extensively a lot about the nonsense
the nonsensical nonsense that you will hear in the media, and I take it and I put it into some type of frame for you guys to kind of understand the complete nonsense of what's going on. So, we're going to go on the lines of the news just has to create something, and the governments have to talk about something, and they just have to do something. I don't know what the hell. Look, it's about a week and a half ago. We were talking about an alien mothership that reportedly the Pentagon had gone and talked about that might possibly be in our solar system. Now, fast forward to now, we're having issues as far as the U.S. has an issue with TikTok. Now, this goes back before Biden's administration, goes back to the Trump administration, where I guess because, like I said, it's affiliated with China. So we go back to that point in time. So now that this has been brought up to the Congress, they've had to have an exclusive conference meeting in reference to this. And this is on the news. And matter of fact, people were live streaming this on TikTok. Okay? While sitting at home, they'd have it posted up on their wall or whatever and watching it from their television. And they had this streaming live through TikTok of, the conference and everything. We are at the point where, are you sure to believe anything at this point of what the reasoning behind some of this stuff? Literally, we don't have anything else to talk about but worried about some type of social media kind of platform, and the U.S. has to go to say, hey, we don't think that's promoted the way. We scholars are tired of being made fun of, and we will not settle for this, damn it. I'm telling you, censorship is the way disregard what I said there. It's promoting a good agenda for, great morals and ethics to, be part of our country and to make sure that here we are not a dictatorship, even though we need to be, even though we want to not give people the freedom to speak, talk, and everything, but, it's like, God damn it, it's not the way American way, damn it. But, it's the free flow of information, right? Right. How the American way, is to be able to express yourself, and many companies are getting highly paid off TikTok. Once again, if you follow my podcast, I talk extensively how a lot of things is revolved around the money aspect, a hidden agenda. There's money to be made and money out there, and trust and believe with the advertisement that TikTok promotes on their social media platform, because I'm pretty sure many of you guys who scroll down to TikTok, you will see things. I think it was like a couple weeks ago, maybe months, or about 2-3 months. They kept having so many other ads. You watch the video and you swipe up, and then next you come across one that had, cybersecurity. Yeah, they kept saying this over and over. You'd go to another ad would come up, cybersecurity. You're like, okay, well, I guess obviously they're promoting something. Okay, cool, sure, great platform to promote. But like I said, this all revolves around money. So apparently, I guess the U.S., and this is why I'm thinking, is not getting their slice of the pie from TikTok. I'm pretty sure they're getting some type of aspects from it, but this is not getting enough slice of the pie, which just goes back to what I've always said, is the United States is a business, and we're the best business to do business with, but we'll be damned if you don't give us our amount that we ask for kindly and gently. And if you don't give us our slice of the piece of the pie, trust me, the United States will resolve the issue by this type of ways of bringing up to Capitol Hill, having a press conference about the U.S. and TikTok going as far as, blah, 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 blah. Like, literally, what in the hell? Like I said, last week we were talking about alien mothership that the Pentagon says it could be in our solar system. Now we're on this week about U.S. and TikTok. What the hell, man? Oh, man, goodness. So we're going to go into this article, and this is from the CNN Business Live. All right, it says, it's titled, this is pretty much the article, if you haven't known what's going on here. It says, TikTok CEO Shou Chew testifies before Congress. Okay, this was today. Like I said, on TikTok, they was already live streaming. People who have like 1,000 followers or whatever on TikTok were already live streaming this. Just to kind of I don't know why, just to say we're live streaming. This is retarded. So, here, I'm going to read you a little bit of the article, what it says here, what's it entailing, so that you, all my viewers, all two of you, appreciate you, love you. So this is what it's talking about. What we covered here. Let me say this in this scholarly way. TikTok CEO Shou Chew testified Thursday before Congress as a scrutiny mounts over the app's ties to China and potential national security risks stemming from it. Here are 5 takeaways from the hearing. The Biden administration has threatened to ban TikTok from the U.S. unless the app's Chinese owners agree to spin off their share of the social media platform. The U.S. and other countries have also moved to ban the app on government devices. Remember, TikTok doesn't operate in China. Okay, so to rewind exactly what I had just said, and I didn't even read this article yet. Okay, I didn't read this article yet, but let's go back up here, a key part of what I had just talked about. The Biden administration has threatened to ban TikTok from the U.S. unless the app's Chinese owners agree to spin off their share of the social media platform. Okay, their share. Now, if you're a business savvy type of person, or you have general knowledge of how certain wording is, when they're talking about their share of the social media platform, they're talking about money, which is exactly what I just talked about 10 minutes ago. What I told you is their share of pie, their piece of the pie, their money, okay? Because guess what? The United States is a business business to do business with. But if you're going to do business with us, we're going to want our fucking money, okay? Plain and fucking simple. This is what I didn't even read this article yet. I'm reading this to you live here on the Cool School, and I'm reading this to you, and it's exactly, you have to be able to understand what they're doing, right? We're mad. U.S. is mad because, hey, you're making money, but yet you're going to probably give money to the Chinese government? Oh, no. We want our share, our piece of the pie, plainly what we're supposed to get, not them, because guess what? We have a huge following here in the United States, okay? You want to operate here, you're going to do business with us, you're going to do business by way our rules, and that's it. Plain and simple. I mean, what the hell? Look, then the other part that I read is that the U.S. and other countries have also moved to ban the app on the government devices. First of all, I don't even understand if you're. Let me. Woosa, baby. Okay. Now, first of all, if government devices, first of all, government devices being like government laptops, government cell phones, things like that. First of all, if it's a government property and you work for the government, why are you having any of this social media stuff on your government devices? Like, come on. That should be uno numero number one. Why are you even having any of that stuff on your government devices? Okay? Why? First of all, I'm pretty sure that's a big no-no in the federal government not to have any of that certain apps on your phone. But hey, who am I? Who am I to disagree and travel the world in the 7 seas? Okay, but seriously, now let's go a little bit more in depth with With the rest of this, I'm going to read my scholarly. Okay. TikTok was the top downloaded app in the US in 2021 and 2022, according to the data from analytics firm Sensor Tower. Some of the 150 million users, US users, who have built livelihoods and communities on the app say they can't imagine an America without it. See, like I said, this comes down to money. And if I'm going to say it again, because I'm going to beat a dead horse with this, if you don't understand, we're talking about money again. My podcast is going to tell you that everything is that you see in the media, that see in the news, that they talk about a mainstream media, baby. It's all revolved around money. Motherfuckers is greedy, okay? Motherfuckers want to have, you got something, they want to fucking have it. This is simply telling you, look, 150 million US users. That's a lot of fucking users. That, like I said, TikTok blew up huge because people like to communicate with other people, and people get paid because it gets seen or whatever. And like I said, I'm not gonna say TikTok's like it's awesome to have, it's great to have. I think it's pretty fun if you want to watch a few quick comedy things. I mean, it is what it is. It's not any different as far as, it is different when it's compared to, let's see, Google. But don't get me started on that. If you've been around long enough, I guess pretty sure the younger generation now hasn't really seen the upcoming of how Google and YouTube first came around. Because think about it. YouTube used to be a separate partner from Google when it first started. As you know now that YouTube is connected with Google partnership, which they're making tons of money. So it wasn't until about a couple years ago that YouTube converged with Google. So now, and if Google is a U.S., I forgot the word, but the U.S. is overseas of that. It was this private company, but they have connections. They say, we're making money, and it's part of the way things here. Because Google is pretty much taken over. Google's like the encyclopedia, the now digital encyclopedia. Besides, I don't even think they print encyclopedias anymore, to be honest. And if you don't know what encyclopedia is, I would say go to the library and look it up. But at this point, Google the shit, all right? So, but like I said, what it says, people here who have built livelihoods and communities on the app because they get followers, they get people who listen, whatever. Oh, unbelievable. So we're going to continue with this complete nonsense. Let's see. It says, tonight, CNN is hosting a special at 9 p.m. So it already happened. I didn't watch it because I didn't care to continue to watch any of this stuff. But to dig into the national security concerns related to the app and growing worry about TikTok's impact on young people's mental health, send questions to our experts here. Wow. So they're gonna try to spin this. Well, I'm not saying it's not a good sales pitch. I'm just saying they're gonna try to spin this to be like, well, they're affecting our younger generation, our young minds, because we don't know what our children are watching on these apps because people do anything to try to get famous. That's with anything. I mean, shit, that's what these motherfuckers try to do all the time. That's what people do. If you not noticed in the early 2000s when YouTube, before it went from its 10 minutes to 15-minute periods, and then it got a little bit extended longer, people were trying to do things to be famous on YouTube. And they would do like these fake prank videos to try to get people to watch and follow them. People had a concern about that. And they were like, oh, well, they got to have some guidelines in YouTube. And YouTube needs to be out there censoring and monitoring what's going out there. They're controlling the information. They need to do something to regulate this shit. Like I said, and this one, I think if you're a flat earther and you're listening to my podcast, you would agree to this, and you would not contest. You would agree to this, that the information of flat earth, things that were, people were running high with flat earth and everything, and then guess what? YouTube started to suppress that information. So that information was getting suppressed because they said it's the wrong way. It's teaching our young people wrong information, and they didn't like it, and they had to have it restricted. Now, if you notice, you try to look up certain flat earth material on YouTube, it's not going to be there. It's actually going to be suppressed along other shit. All right. So now we have the same thing. Now they're going to spin it. Says, hey, this is having an impact on our young people's minds and mental health because of the way they see things and this and that, yada, yada. Wow. So, I mean, we're having this type of situation happen now because TikTok and its owners are Chinese owners and maybe send money to China. And the U.S. is like, oh, you're going to do that. We're going to have a little bit more slice of that piece of the pie, where you're not going to have sending more money to China and not sending more money to us here, since we have 150 million users here, let alone the United States. That fucking paycheck that you need to be cutting should be to us and should be a hell of a lot larger. Not to say China ain't going to get their piece of portion, but it damn sure ain't going to be bigger than ours. That's the whole fucking issue here. All right. Like I said, the most simplest and the most complex idea is yet the most simplest one. So this complex idea that they're far-fetching, it goes down to just one thing. The U.S., we want a bigger portion of that money, the shares, to go to us. And the bigger share should not be going to China. Should be less. Meaning, if it's going to be fucking 60-40, you best believe that 60% is going to the U.S. And that 40%, yeah, you can go and give it to China. But it better not be the opposite direction where, oh, U.S., you getting that 40 pieces, then, oh, 60%, that's going to China. Oh, hell no. No, that's bullshit. No, we're going to have to talk about this. We're going to ban this motherfucker from here. That's the gravity of the situation. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly how it's being. Okay? So, don't buy into any of this shit as they're talking about, oh, well, you know, it's promoting bad. No, it's not. They're not talking about that, okay? We're not talking about that. We're talking simply the fact that money is involved. When money is involved, oh, man, heads turn, okay? Like, seriously, I don't know how many times I have to tell you on my podcast, this is how it's done. This is how it's always done. This is how it's always going to continue to be done. You know, if you don't know it, better get hip to it, because this is exactly what it is.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, ching, ching, bling, bling, with the cheddar.
Ching, ching, bling, 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 with the cheddar, baby. All right, like I said, that is the almighty dollar. That's what the whole thing is fueled under. Yes, tell you, if you think I'm lying, look at my previous podcast and what I talk about, because everything's fueled by my money. It's hindered agendas. Because guess what? If the U.S. gets a lot of more money out of TikTok, then that's what that money goes allocated to certain resources, to certain people that are going to get more money and whatever the hell they do. Now, I'm not going to be one to complain about, hey, the U.S., look, I'm not wanting to say, hey, we shouldn't get that money since we have so many users here with the access to the app. I'm just saying, you know, look, if we the major contributors, you might want to cut that check a little bit bigger to us. But at the same time, it seems like, what are we talking about as far as, oh, you know, it's promoting bad things, that, you know, it's just unhealthy and safe for our younger generation. Look, this just comes down to it. If you should be able to monitor what your child sees, and you should be monitoring what your young people are looking at. And you should explain to them as far as, hey, don't ever believe all the times what you see on here on this app. It's plain and simple. Like, for instance, we don't have a problem with Snapchat, right? Because apparently Snapchat, I believe, is a U.S. ownership of, or it's an ownership or the U.S. owns it. Let me check it up real quick just to make sure. What country owns Snapchat? Let me see what country owns Snapchat. Okay, so right here it says Snapchat is an American multimedia instant messaging app and service developed by Snap Inc. Like I said, so the United States, America owns Snapchat. Okay, so we don't hear much about that, but we have an issue as far as with TikTok. Now, like I said, I'm just going to reassure myself. All right, what country owns Snapchat? Okay, so let's see. Who currently owns TikTok? TikTok and its Chinese counterparts. So TikTok and its Chinese counterparts, okay, is a short-form video hosting service owned by the Chinese company ByteDance. I believe that's it. And let's see that. I'm going to just see what this company is real quick. Who is ByteDance, I believe. I've seen it right. Okay, so like I said, you follow it. It said ByteDance, founded by Zhang Yim Lango. Okay, we're not gonna try. In 2012, ByteDance, developed by video sharing social networking services and apps, TikTok in Chinese. Is TikTok still owned by that? So basically, TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, ByteDance. So scrutiny over TikTok's relationship with Beijing puts the company in a crosshairs during the Trump administration. So guess what? TikTok is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is affiliated with the China Republic, China. So this is where it lies. And I don't bet you many people don't even realize that ByteDance, if I'm saying it right, owns TikTok and is affiliated with the Chinese government. And I met people says, "Oh, TikTok is owned by the Chinese," but you don't know what company it is, and that company is a video sharing social networking service. And it's just reading right here. It says, ByteDance Ltd is a Chinese internet technology company headquartered in Beijing and incorporated in a Cayman Island. Well, first of all, if you hear anything with Cayman Islands, first of all, you should automatically note to yourself, "Oh yeah, there's some money being siphoned out of there." Okay, you're hiding your funds out there. Like, put the money in the Cayman Islands, babe. All right, just shut up and do it. Okay, what? Don't worry, just put the money in the Cayman Islands. God damn it. Okay, so like I said, this is where it's at. Now, it's this type of business, privately held company. So it's just a regular company that's been able to progress itself to where it is now. But like I said, I bet many people didn't realize who this company is and what they're affiliated and what they do. So, but now you do. So, and guess what? If you want to hear about how you found out, make sure you redirect them to here, to the Cool Show. So, but like I said, man, this is very strange times. I mean, we're talking about a social media app that now is conflicting with the U.S. because it boils all down to money. It's nothing but the greenback, the dollar bill. Okay, this is the whole platform. This is the reason behind it. I've explained it to you. I've told you exactly who actually is the owner of TikTok and what their affiliation with TikTok and who they are affiliated with as far as the country. I've talked about as far as what is the whole problem and the meaning of all this shit come from. Those people, the scholars, the elites here in the United States want to talk about, oh, it's not morally ethical. They're not censoring, sir. They're doing this. Look, do you think they really give a rat's ass? No, they don't. It's because the way they see it is, look, we're not getting a bigger slice of the pie. Another country is getting a bigger slice of the pie, but they don't have as many users as we here in the United States have. That's the fucking problem. if we have the most users, you damn sure better be cutting us a bigger goddamn fucking check. That's what it boils down to. And that check be bigger than the original ownership company. Because guess what? We are your main source of revenue from this social media platform. So guess what, goddamn it? You better goddamn sign that check with extra goddamn zeros. That's what it boils down to. So, I mean, if you think I'm bullshit, you can look this shit up yourself. I'm just telling you how it actually is. Like I said, I'm just going to tell you with common sense perspective here on the Coolest of the Cool, the Coolly Cool Show. That's why I'm so damn cool. I'm cool with it, baby. I'm nice with it. I'm slick with it. Yeah. So, this is the way how things are done, and it's how it's done. Okay? Now, I myself personally just kind of wondered why we wouldn't have a debate about this, but yet I guess, we haven't found any aliens, and the mothership's still floating around there somewhere out in the fucking cosmos doing whatever. Who the fuck knows at this point? I know, matter of fact, I saw a video on TikTok, and I actually had made a comment about this because this one chick was going off, but like, look, we found another fucking planet out in the fucking universe. Wow, we found another planet, and it says it's like 3 times the size of Earth. Wow, who fucking cares? And they go on and say, well, guess what? This planet we found is 300 some billion light years. Some nonsense of talking or saying. And I pretty much wrote a comment on there that said, so basically you're telling me since light from that area and pretty much the observed universe, whatever, as far as we can see, the light we can see is 300 billion light years old. And when you look up to the sky, it's all in the past, but then astronauts go out into outer space and they can't see shit. Some say they see stars, others say they don't see stars. I'm going to believe the astronauts have said they didn't see stars in outer space, which would conclude my factor. There ain't shit else out there. I mean, there might be, I don't know, but the way they keep explaining shit, there ain't a goddamn thing. Everything here we're looking at for large light travels, we're like, holy shit, that's looking into the past. But then, I guess, relatively, it comes up and we actually get out into outer space and the atmosphere, and it's pitch fucking black, and there ain't shit out there because guess what? That was all in the fucking past. Who the hell knows? I don't know. So, take the information for what it is. Don't wrap around it. I don't know. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting crazy out there. All right. It really is, it just, who is this? Hey, man, look, I just want to tell you, I was glad you get back on that topic of them aliens, man. Like, for seriously, woo! I was so glad you started talking about them aliens. Man, I tell you, I was kind of concerned because I didn't want to talk about no ticket attack. The U.S. and the ticket attack. You know what I'm saying? Paid on banjo. Get them up. Get them up. Left fan, right fan. Hit it up. Hit it. You know what I'm saying, Reggie? No, I do not know what you're talking about, Jed. You can fucking leave, okay? You go. All right? Just go, okay? Because I don't have a clue what you're saying, Jed, okay? Like I said, that's Jed, and he just randomly come in here. Whatever. I don't know. So we've come to another concluding end to another wonderful episode here on the Coolest of the Cool, the Coolly Cool Show. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to follow us on our other social media platforms. You can follow me at my YouTube channel, and maybe if we still have a TikTok, I don't know. At the Coolly Cool Show. You also follow me on my Twitter account, which is owned by a U.S. company, at Coolly Cool 2412. You can follow my Instagram page at Brent_the_champ. If you missed any episodes here, check us out on iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and of always, Spreaker.com. We're the only podcast that rocks it from here to the cosmos and all the way out to the observable universe. We're active coast to coast, north to south, and yes, maybe even in Antarctica. And if you're in Antarctica listening, let us know, man, if the ticket attack is being held hostage down there. Okay. So you heard it here live on the Coolest of the Cool, the Cooley Cool Show. Your host, Brent. Take care and bye.